screaming out from the CRT haze. Warriors locked in those electric displays. Blow after blow for the high score throne. Retro gods fighting till the king is known. Joystick soldiers hear the battle hymn. Button smash spirits, light is running thin. 8-bit vengeance that goes in the core. Retro gaming league, we rise once more. Fingers fast on the ancient machines, chasing glory through the digital scenes. Press or perish, the mantra tonight. Trophy dreams glowing bold in the fight. Joystick soldiers hear the battle hymn. Button smash spirits, light is running thin. 8-bit vengeance that goes in the core. Retro gaming league, we rise once more. Discs are spinning, cartridges locked tight. Arcade arenas burning through the night. Past and future collide here in flames. Legends forged in these retro blood games. Joystick soldiers hear the battle hymn. Button smash spirits, light is running thin. 8-bit vengeance that goes in the core. Retro gaming league, we rise once more. Spinning cartridges locked tight. Arcade arenas burning through the night. Past and future collide here in flames. Legends forged in these retro blood games. Joystick soldiers hear the battle hymn. Button smash spirits, light is running thin. 8-bit vengeance that goes in the core. Retro gaming league, we rise once more. Once more.
Good afternoon, everybody. ArxDude22 here with you for the Retro Gaming League. We've got the Week 15 results for Blazing Lasers, and we look ahead to our final head-to-head week of the regular season, Week 16, rules and matchups for Metroid Prime. The very first game we announced for Season 9, we finally get to it in Week 16. It's been a long wait for this one. We've got Smiling Pluvius in the house. I'm rooting for league average. Aren't we all? One Forsaken Gaming, Bake Baker in the house. How we all doing? Pretty good week. Pretty good week. It was a tough one this week. No completions. A lot of great scores, though. We'll get over all that, and we'll go right into Metroid Prime, which is going to be a doozy next week. Going to be a little bit different format for that one too, so we'll get into that all in just a moment. But first, we got to finish off Week 15 with the results and show you where we stand after Week 15 with those standings. So let's get to it. Results for Week 15. Blazing Lasers for the TurboGrafx 16. First matchup was the league average versus Ashton. He had to beat the league average of all our scores to get the win this week. Was he able to do it? We'll find out.
As well, I think, at the time that he got his run, but again, that was before active competition began for DK Junior Math, and a couple people got above him.
All right, here's the result. Tallying all the totals, not including Ashton, the league average was 1,428,651 points, which is wild because there was a few really high scores that curved the average up tremendously. Most pages didn't even get to that million mark, so there you go. Ashton only got 318,080 points on his best attempt, so unfortunately he does not win this week. But the league average did, so Dr. Poop Deck should be happy about that. Punchy Gaming versus Captain Tendo Gaming, our next matchup. Start with a clip from Punchy on Stage 3 Boss. This boss is a pain when you don't have any power-ups. One Forsaken Gaming saying sorry, not sorry. Yeah, he's one of those pages that curb the average. Captain Tendo, Stage 7 boss. This guy was annoying. This boss was. Several of these bosses are annoying. They have really small hitboxes and short windows to hit them. Alright, here's the result. Punchy Gaming, good score, 907,900 points. Not good enough, though. Captain Tendo had our second best run of the week, and he barely missed the first run of the week. 2,955,340 points. 2 points for Captain Tendo for the win. 1 point for Punchy for the loss. Our next matchup was Retro Gaming Stream versus Smiling Pluvius. Starting with Retro Gaming Stream. Stage 6 boss. Another annoying boss. If it wasn't for all the flying projectiles that come every which way off every single thing possible in this game wouldn't have been too bad. Smiling Pluvius, Stage 7, mini boss, one-shot kill. Very impressive. Here's our result. Retro Game Stream, 897,230 points. Smiling Pluvius' best score was 1,604,640 points. 2 points in the win for Smiling Pluvius, and 1 point for the loss for Retro Game Stream. Flying Snow was bad enough too. PSX Killer versus One Forsaken Gaming. We'll start with PSX Killer. Stage 4. Going into the boss fight.
I'm on you, boy. Okay. My damn
As he liked to call him, the T-Virus, which I thought was hilarious. One Forsaken Gaming, Stage 5 boss. Not a big fan of this laser, but this laser was a good weapon to have in this fight.
Made it though. That's what I like.
Alright, here's the result. PSX Killer, 792,260 points, and One Forsaken Gaming with the run of the week. 2,999,040 points. Give him the run of the week for the bonus point and the win for 3 points, 1 point, and the loss for PSX Killer. Next up, we have Retro Gaming for Life versus Tomkin, which was a positional match. They were right neck and neck with each other. Starting with Retro Gaming for Life, Stage 6.
All right. Here we go. Sometimes it's impossible with lasers. Yeah, I know. Oh!
And a clip from Tomkin on Stage 2.
Bro, I got to charge a client an hour last night because their password was reset. Texas Beach freaked out there. But yeah, literally, someone reset their password right before we closed, and then they had issues with accessing their map drives. So basically, I charged them an hour, time and a half.
All right, here's our result. Retro Game for Life, solid run from him, 1,081,120 points. Tomkin, 524,270 points. Retro Gaming for Life with the win and 2 points. Tomkin win the loss for 1 point. One matchup left. It's Classic Concurrent Gaming versus Sandblasted Gaming. Starting with a clip from yours truly. Because we all love Bubbles. This music's kind of stupid, too. The music on the stage is kind of stupid. And Sandblasted Gaming, Stage 2 boss.
I just don't like the fact that I'm out of bombs. That's what it comes down to. Yeah, I'm getting 3 hits now. There we go. Boss down. Ah.
All right. Classic and Current Gaming, 1,815,060 points. Sandblasted Gaming, 709,650 points. Classic and Current Gaming with the win, 2 points. Sandblasted Gaming and the loss for 1 point. Of course, Bubbles, theme for this season. It has been, for sure. So what does that leave us with the standings? After Week 15, here's where we stand. One Forsaken Gaming with 50 points. Smiling Pluvius in second with 46 points. Captain Tendo Gaming, Classic and Current Gaming still tied at third with 38 points, but Captain Tendo has the tiebreaker in that matchup. Punchy Gaming in fifth with 32 points. Sixth place, Retro Gaming for Life, getting that bonus extra point over Tompkin to pull ahead a little further with 27 points in sixth. Tompkin in 7th with 24 points. PSX Killer in 8th with 23 points. Ashton RTA in 9th with 22 points. Retro Gaming Stream with 20 points. Still really close for that top 8 to make the championship bracket. Still a lot at stake here. Tied for 11th now, Sandblasted Gaming in the league average at 18 points apiece. Rules for week number 16. Metroid Prime for the GameCube. Pages have from midnight Eastern Standard Time, Monday, January 19th until 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Sunday, January 25th to get their runs in. Please tag the page, usual stuff. Please stream the specified region of the game. We will let you know what that is in just a moment. Do your run first. You can do whatever the hell you want after. Just have a little pause after it, so we can see the run easily and judge it easily. We're going with a 90-minute time limit this week. You are not required to go the entire time. If you choose not to, you'll play on the normal difficulty. Timer begins when you first gain control of Samus after all the pre-game stuff. This game has unlimited continues, as do you. We have a set goal for this week because this game is entirely too long to do in a weekly league format. Your goal is to beat Flagra and collect the Varia suit, or get as close as you can to doing these things. So that's where the run will end. When you collect the Varia suit, your 90 minutes are up or you're satisfied with your progress. You must use the North American version of the game. Please let us know it's your official run. Please have a timer on the screen. You must play on original hardware, aka a GameCube, or emulation only. No Metroid Prime Remastered for Switch will be allowed. So it's one of those two. The original, if you happen to have it, or you have to emulate it. Either way, that's the only two we're going to accept. We will not accept the remastered for Switch. It looks pretty, but it's not retro enough for the league. You are required to collect the following items on your way to the Varia suit. You must get missiles, Morph Ball, Morph Bombs, Energy Spike, which is also like an energy tank. You only need one. Charge Beam, and then finally the Varia suit. So these items have to be obtained in your progress to get to the Varia suit after defeating Flagra. No exceptions, because that's going to be used as a tiebreaker if you don't succeed in your mission. We'll get to that in just a moment. No use of turbo allowed, all the usual stuff, no cheats or glitches. If you think it is, let us know and we'll check into it. The page that collects the Varia suit or gets the highest amount of the required items, which we just mentioned, in their given matchup will win. If both pages collect the various suit, we will go to a tiebreaker using time when obtained. If both pages collect the same number of items without completing, the time acquiring the last item for both will be the tiebreaker. So, for example, we have a matchup. Let's say they both get to the morph ball, and that's as far as they get. Whoever got the morph ball the quickest would win that kind of matchup. 2 points awarded for the win, 1 point for the loss. You will get a bonus point if you do collect the various suit. So we're not going on a game completion because this game is entirely too long. But if you do get to the various suit, that's a bonus point for you, win or lose. So a little bit different this week, like I said. Page with the overall fastest completion time or best run will be awarded the bonus point as well. So if you can get to the various suit and have the best run of the week, there are 4 points on the board again this week, even though this game is way longer than an hour and a half. But if you want to speed run it and you think you're really good, even though this does not pertain to us at all whatsoever, this is just for information's sake, the world record is, in actual time, is 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 35 seconds for a complete playthrough of this game. If you want to submit a run to speedrun, there are a ton of specific stipulations in their rules for this game. Too many to mention here. If you feel like you can do this, go for it. It doesn't pertain to us. You just got to get a various suit with us. But go for it. Of course, as always, best of luck to everyone this week. Our Week 16 matchup. Final head-to-head week of the regular season. PSX Killer versus Tompkin, which is another positional round. Big one this week. They're right neck and neck with each other. Smiling Pluvius versus Sandblasted Gaming. Ashton RTA versus Classic Concurrent Gaming. Our other 3 matchups. Retro Gaming for Life versus Retro Gaming Stream. Punchy has to beat the league average, the average of all the rest of the runs. Captain Tendo versus One Forsaken Gaming is the other matchup. All right, there is one more thing I need to mention. This is the final week that you are allowed to use an extension this season. Week 17 and all through the playoffs are no-go on extensions. So if you want to use an extension, this is the final week you can do so. If you have any questions, hit us up real quick here in the chat. Otherwise, we'll go ahead and end this. And we'll have to answer your question in Discord, which will be more than happy to. Recommend Dolphin Emulator for the GameCube, unless you use something like RetroArch or that way. Dolphin works pretty darn well with GameCube stuff. So if you're emulating it, Dolphin is probably your best bet on that. We'll go ahead and head on out of here. We'll be back next week with the results for Metroid Prime for Week 16, and we look ahead to our final week of the regular season, week number 17, which is our second and final free-for-all week. It's everybody versus everybody next week again. Same kind of point system we had with Week 9 with Jim Power. And it's going to be Kirby Superstar for the Super NES. Will be our Week 17 game. We'll have the rules and everything for you on that next week. It's been RxDude22 from the Retro Gaming League signing out. Keep on gaming. See you on the next stream. Be good to each other. We'll be back next week with the results for Metroid Prime. Look ahead to Week 17, the final week of the regular season. We are 2 weeks away from the playoffs, folks. Things are tight. It's going to be an epic finish. It's anybody's game. Let's go.
Pixels screaming out from the CRT haze. Warriors locked in those electric displays. Blow after blow for the high score throne. Retro gods fighting till the king is known. Joystick soldiers hear the battle hymn. Button smash spirits, light is running thin. 8-bit vengeance, that goes in the core. Retro